Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your brother, the MO, and we are back again. This time on the ROAD again. And if this is your first time watching the THEMOSHOW Chicago, I ask that you share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. And my last video that I did on this channel was about Roe versus Wade, and how I explained to you that there could be a great chance that they could reverse or overturn 1865, the Emancipation Proclamation, just as they did with the stroke of a pen, and said that no women in some states or the federal government have gotten out of the business of being involved with abortions with the stroke of a pen. And that can happen to you. But as I continue to think about the video that I did, there's some things that I left out, like, what about with the stroke of a pen on how your civil rights can be removed? With the stroke of a pen, like no voting tomorrow. What would you do if they tell you that you can vote tomorrow? What if they told you that the Supreme Court is overturning the 1965 Civil Rights Voting Act? What if they tell you that today? What if they tell you that we're going to close down all of the grocery stores in your community? What if they told you that? And they can do that. They can buy out the grocery stores and just leave it an empty building. If they want to, how would you feed yourself? You know, one of our great teachers said that if you depend on another people for your survival, you will soon be dead. And this is the predicament and that we are in. We're consistently surviving off of somebody else. Consistently surviving off of someone else. Just like they came after the white women saying that the Supreme Court has overturned the Roe versus Wade. You know, I got thinking about that. And why did they do that? I've come up with a number of reasons, but one reason could be because of genetic survival. Could be because of genetic survival. Caucasian people with having babies, their fertilization rate is down the tubes. It's down the tubes. Whereas you have people whom they call the minority in the country on the Western Hemisphere, their birth rates are going skyrocket. As in the words of the famous Donald Trump, we're going to make America great again. And how are they going to make America great again? By getting rid of you. By getting rid of you and producing more of them. Real talk. Now just think, if they can do that once again with a stroke of a pen, they can do that to your Bill of Rights. They can do that to affirmative action. They can do that to anything that you feel that you have a right to. Be expecting the cemeteries and the jails to be more full this summer. Not because of, just expect it. Because it's gonna get nuts out here. It's gonna get nuts out here. All of the birth control, contraceptives that they place in your community, black people, be aware. It's bad enough black people get the worst things in their communities. They get the worst food, they get the worst toothpaste, they get the worst public schools, they get the worst of everything. So beware, women, of the contraceptives that you may get, which could include IUDs, which could include taking the pill. Look, it is sad enough that we are being killed every day, not to mention the fact that we're killing ourselves which is making their job that much easier. But remember, if your birth rate goes down, theirs go up. And that's how they thinking. It's not that Caucasians are not having sex. Their fertility rate is just down the tubes. You have to ask yourself, why is that? And they're coming after the gay people too. They're coming after their rights right now. They have politicians working in the background right now, looking on how to reverse some of that, even with parenting children. They're trying to reverse that. And after they're done with the homosexual act, they're coming back to us to finish us off, to take what we got left. You can't have children if you're in jail. Men can't produce that way. So expect mass incarcerations in spite of this Roe versus Wade decision. I know you don't think that I know what I'm talking about, but I've been right about a lot of things that I've said here on YouTube, and I'm not even a big YouTuber. It's called experience, it's called insight, it's called giving keys, or people give you keys to go on all day, whether you're reading, watching television, watching YouTube. Somewhere or another you get keys to do what you need to do, and that which is revealed to you is revealed. And I tell you, this Roe versus Wade is just a prelude of what is to come. Think about that. Genetic survival. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing always talked about Caucasian genetic survival. And if you haven't been over to the Mo Powers channel, go look up those videos that I made about genetic survival and Dr. Francis Cress Welsing in her book entitled The ISIS Papers. Thanks for viewing, you all. Put that in your Rolodex. It's your brother, THEMOSHOW Chicago, where knowledge is power. Remember, it is your third eye that makes you shine like jewelry. And if you haven't done so already, press the subscribe button below. View the videos. Hit the notification bell so you can get all the new videos that I upload on YouTube. And go over to the Mo Show Classics, THEMOSHOW Classics, no spaces, and go view those videos over there, especially if you're into hip-hop, spoken word, rap music. Go over there to the MOSHOW Classics here on YouTube, no spaces. And if you have more of a black thought situation, go over there to the MOPOWERZ here on YouTube. I guarantee you there's something that will feed your mind, your soul, your spirit, your eyeballs. Thanks for viewing, you all, and peace out.
Hey, Don, how you doing?